Okay, guys, good morning. Hope everyone's having a good day. What we're going to do today is kind of a continuation of what we did yesterday, what Casey did. So you were converting improper fractions into mixed numbers. So I'm just going to take a couple off the worksheet he posted. So the first one he did was 25 over 12. And what we're going to do is you divide the denominator, the bottom number to the top. And we know 25, well, 12 goes into 25 two times. 2 times 12 is 24. And the remainder is going to be 1. And that remainder always goes over the numerator. So this would be 2 and 1, 12. Okay. Another one that was on was 38 over 7. And you guys, when I say improper fraction, I just want to emphasize that's when the top number, the numerator, is bigger than the bottom number, denominator. That'd be an improper fraction. So for this one, same thing. We're going to divide the 7 into 38. That's 5 times. 5 times 7 is 35. And the remainder is going to be 3. We take this remainder and we put it over the top. So it's going to be 5 and 3/7. Okay? Let's do one more. We have 21 over 10. Once again, we're going to divide the 10 into the 21. It's going to go 2 times. 2 times 10 is 20. The remainder is going to be 1. And once again, we put it over the top of that. So that'd be 2 and 1, 10. Okay. So what we're going to do now is kind of the reverse of that. Because, for example, say you guys get a subtraction where you have 5 and 2/4 minus 1 and 1/2. Well, the first thing we're going to have to do, we can't subtract it like that, but we're going to have to convert these mixed numbers. And the reason they're mixed is because they have a whole number and a fraction. So let's just focus on the 5 and 2/4. So we're going to convert that into an improper fraction. And how we do that is we multiply the denominator, this 4, times the whole number, and we add the numerator. So it's multiply times the whole number and add the numerator. So we're going to have 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. And what that is, when we convert that to a mixed number, it's going to be 22 over 4. And in this one, I said subtract from 1 and 1/2. And we're going to convert that from a mixed number to improper fraction. Once again, we multiply the denominator times the whole number, which is 2, plus the numerator. So it's going to be 3 over 2. Okay, so now that makes more sense. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to find a common denominator for those numbers, and it goes back to what we did before. You find a common denominator or the least common multiple and just do a normal subtraction problem. So let's do a couple more, converting mixed numbers into fractions. So if I have 9 and 2/5. Okay. Multiply the denominator times the whole number. So 5 times 9 is 45. And add the numerator 2. So now this is going to be 47 over 5. And these two fractions are equal. We're just taking the mixed number and converting that to an improper fraction. Okay. That way we can do our whatever function it's asking. We can do our addition, we can do our subtraction, even multiplication or division. But we have to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do 6 and 1/2. Let me make sure you said 6 and 1/2. So multiply the denominator times the whole number. That's going to be 12. Plus the 1 is going to be 13 over 2. Okay? So it's just taking the denominator, the bottom number here, you multiply it times the whole number, and then you add the numerator, the top number, and that's going to give you a mixed fraction. Okay, so let's try to do one subtraction problem all the way through. Okay, so let's say we have 9 and 1/4 minus 4 and 1/5. Okay, so we've got two mixed numbers. It's asking us to do a subtraction. But what we have to do first, we have to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay, so this one, 4 times 9 is 36, plus the 1 is 37. And you always keep the denominator the same. So that's going to be 37 over 4 minus, okay, 4 and 1/5. We're going to do the 5 times the 4. That's going to give us 20, plus the 1 is 21 over 5. Okay, so now we've got basically our mixed numbers. We've got them into improper fractions. Okay, so for this one, now we have a common denominator. We had to find the common denominator for 4 and 5. So if we did 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, then for the 5, we did 5, 10, 15, and 20. We're going to realize, there we go, 20 is going to be the least common multiple. So we're going to put both these over 20. Okay. And 4 times what equals 20? Well, I'm going to look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, if we multiply the bottom times 20, we have to multiply the top. Excuse me, not 20 times 5. Okay, so then we're going to do 37 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. We're going to carry the 3. That's 15 plus the 3 is 18. So this one's going to be 185 over 20 minus 5 times what equals 20. We're going to look 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. And then remember, if we multiply the bottom, we have to multiply the top. So 21 times 4 is going to be 84. And 185 minus 84 is going to be 101 over 20. Okay, so we've got that basically improper fraction. So we have to basically convert that to a mixed number. Maybe on the test, this might be the answer. So you want to check that first. But if it's not, you're going to look at this and say, well, that's an improper fraction because the top number is larger than the smaller number. So we're going to go back to what you did yesterday. We're going to divide the 20 into the 101, and that's going to go 5 times. That's going to give us 100. And there's going to be 1 left over, so it's going to be 1's going to go over this 20, so it's going to be 5 and 1/20th. So we go all the way back up to here. This was the original question. So 9 and 1/4 minus 4 and 1/5 is going to equal 5 and 1/20th. Okay. And all this is kind of a culmination of everything we've been working on the last couple of days. Let's do another one. Okay. Okay. So let's do, we'll say we have 6 and 1/2 minus 3 and 1/3. Okay, so we're going to know we can't do that. Can't subtract 2 mixed numbers like that. We've got to convert them to improper fractions. So the first step is to convert this 6.5 to an improper fraction. So we're going to do 2 times 6 is 12 plus the 1. This is going to be 13 over 2. And for this one, we're going to do 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 1 is going to be 10 over 3. Okay, so this one, hopefully you're like, oh, 2 and 3, I both know they go into 6. And if you didn't, you would just do the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then we'll do the 3, 6. And you probably wouldn't have to go any further because you're going to go, oh, they both go into 6. So these are going to go, 6 is going to be the common denominator. Okay. And 2 times what equals 6? Well, that's going to be 3. And if we multiply the bottom times 3, we have to multiply the top times 3. So that now is going to be 13 times 3 is going to be 39. And 3 times 2 is 6. And if we multiply the bottom times 2, we have to multiply top times 2. And that one's going to be 20. So now you have 39 minus 20, and we're going to have 19 over 6. Once again, you guys, we have an improper fraction because the top number is bigger than the smaller number. So what we're going to have to do is divide the 6 into the 19, and we're going to go, that's 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18, and 19 minus 8 is 1. And we're going to put the 1, we're going to take that and put it over this number. So this is going to be 3 and 1/6. So this is going to equal 3 and 1/6. Okay. And if you look at it, just basically without doing anything, you're going to go, well, 6 minus 3, it's probably going to be 3, maybe 4, and it could be 2, because it's going to be within that range, okay, because you have the whole number is 6, and the other whole number is 3. So it's going to be, 6 minus 3 is 3, but maybe with the fractions, maybe they add up to more than 1, so maybe you get the 4, maybe they come to less than 1, so that 3 might become a 2, but you're going to know just by looking that it's going to be somewhere right around 3, okay? So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to post just some subtraction of mixed numbers so you can practice kind of all the steps that we've done up until this point. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. I'm going to start science at about 10:30. So hopefully I'll see some of you then. If not, have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Bye.